So Canada hits back as a trade war brews over these new tariffs from President Trump. The Premier of British Columbia, David Eby, is now calling for Canadians to boycott U.S. alcohol. The province is removing American alcohol brands from government store shelves. It also is banning liquor from Republican-led red states. Premier David Eby joins us now. Mr. Eby, you just heard the Vice President echo what the President has said, that Canada and Mexico have been taking advantage of the United States, in their words. Your response?
Yeah, it's hard to hear, John. For so many Canadians, we grew up and we've only known one relationship with the United States. We've got friends, we've got family members. We've had an incredible relationship. We learned about the Canada arm on U.S. shuttles going up. To hear that the perspective is that we've been taking advantage of the Americans is bizarre. We provide what America needs to grow. We provide metals, minerals, lumber, energy. We're really good partners. We fight around the world to protect democracy. Americans are our friends. We really hope that the President takes this opportunity to revisit this decision and focus on our shared concerns on China, on transnational organized crime. These are areas where we can do a lot of work together.
Yesterday, President Trump ordered tough new tariffs on America's top three trading partners, China, Mexico, and Canada. Its northern neighbor was hit with a 25% tariff on all exports to the U.S., except for a lower 10% rate on energy and oil. Hours later, Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau responded with a 25% levy on many American goods, solemnly saying, quote, "We didn't ask for this," unquote. Joining me now is Chrystia Freeland. She served as Canada's Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister under Trudeau until she resigned in December. Her move helped bring down Trudeau's premiership. She's now one of the frontrunners to replace him in upcoming party elections. Chrystia Freeland, pleasure to have you on. You've negotiated with Donald Trump before over the NAFTA renewal renegotiation. Why is he doing this to Canada? What is the motivation? It can't really be fentanyl.
You're absolutely right, Fareed. The pretexts are utterly ludicrous. This action is utter madness. It is a betrayal of America's closest friend, of your ally, your neighbor, your best partner in the whole world. It is an act of economic warfare, and the President was clear just this morning that it is a direct attack on our sovereignty. And I have to tell you, Fareed, Americans are going to be astonished by the Canadian response. We're hurt, for sure, because we're your friends and neighbors, but most of all, we're angry, and we are united and resolute. You know, Canada is the true north, strong and free. We love our country, and we are united, we are strong, we're smart. We're going to fight for our country. We're going to fight for Canada, and we're going to be successful.
This Week with George Stephanopoulos starts right now.
Trade war.
These are promises made and promises kept.
President Trump slaps new tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. America's biggest trading partners vow retaliation.
This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians. But beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people.
What could it mean for your wallet? Canada's ambassador to the U.S., Kirsten Hillman, responds.
Well, I mean, we're disappointed, obviously. This is disrupting an incredibly successful trading relationship, a trading relationship that was just renewed by President Trump in his last term when we renegotiated the NAFTA and brought our trade between our two countries to 99% tariff-free. So we're really disappointed, and we're hopeful that they don't come into effect on Tuesday. We're ready to continue to talk to the Trump administration about that, and in particular about all the work that we're doing with them and on our own with respect to the border and the issues that the President has said are at the core of this move.
This Sunday, Trump's tariffs. President Trump issues tariffs on America's largest trading partners, threatening to drive up prices for American consumers. Mexico and Canada swiftly vowing to retaliate.
Tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk. They will raise costs for you
Is this the start of a global trade war? Canada is not a major source of fentanyl coming into the United States. It's frankly minuscule compared to what is seized at the southern border. Why is the United States punishing Canada, one of its closest allies, more than China, where fentanyl originates?
Canada has some work to do as far as helping us secure our northern border. So we still know we're extremely vulnerable across that northern border, that we have people coming into our country from China, from foreign countries. We have people on the terrorist watch list that come in over our northern border. And in fact, what we have sent a message this week on is that we're not just going to enforce our southern border. We're going to put extra resources at that northern border as well. So Canada needs to come to the table. They need to work with us to make sure that not only can we be good neighbors, but that we can help each other's economies by getting in line and making sure that our immigration policies are followed and that those that are dangerous criminals face consequences. The president has been very clear from the beginning that there's a new sheriff in town, that he's going to make sure he's putting Americans first, and that Canada can help us, or they can get in the way and they will face the consequences of it.
I'm Margaret Brennan in Washington, and this week on Face the Nation, President Trump picks a tariff fight with America's top trade partners. We go now to Independent Senator Bernie Sanders from Burlington, Vermont. Good morning to you, Senator. Very quickly, do you have a sense of the impact of these tariffs on your state?
Well, it's going to be very severe, but this is not the only thing that worries me. Margaret, we are living in an unprecedented moment in American history. We're looking at a rapid growth of oligarchy. We're looking at a rapid growth of authoritarianism. And I fear that we're looking at a rapid growth of kleptocracy as well. And I'm going to do everything I can to work with my supporters all over this country to stand up and fight back, to make sure we have an economy that works for everybody, not just Elon Musk, and that we maintain American democracy.